Today we're going to talk about how to work from home and make money. I know a lot of us are home right now, but how can you legitimately be home in your home office like I am and generate a great profit? A lot of people go to YouTube, which you are right now. Some people go to Google. Let me go over to Google right now and show you what you would find if you just Google how to work from home and make money. Let's take a look. Okay, if you just Google how to work from home and make money, that's what you're going to find when you Google it. Start a blog to make a living from home, sell on Amazon, teach English, become a virtual assistant, on and on it goes. And the reason I bring some of these things up, you click here, it gets into maybe be a senior medical writer, director of quality improvement, whatever it may be. People just get confused with so many options. We're going to go through today, what's the 3 things you must do to work from home and make money. Okay, before we get into the top 3 things about how you can work at home and make money, I want to first and foremost tell you who I am. My name is Matt. I'm the owner of Stafford Senior Solutions, which is a referral agency here in the Central California area, as well as the founder of the Senior Referral Academy. You can text me below, learn all about it. But before you do, stay with me through this video, because toward the end of the video, I'm going to give you a promo code. If you text me that promo code, I'm going to give you a free gift. And part of that free gift is if you want a free consultation about how to establish your own home business, doing what I do. It's where all my home videos are done, in my home, in my office. And I will give you a free consultation, as well as give you a 50% discount on the Academy if you schedule the free consultation. But let's get into it. Before we do, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get all the notifications about upcoming videos. But let's get into how to establish a true home business and make money. As you're contemplating on what to do next, how to get your home business off the ground, there's 3 classes of people. Again, before we get to the 3 ways to start your home business and become successful, I need to clarify something. There's 3 kinds of people out there today. One that says, hey, I can do this on my own, man. I mean, I just give me a little information. There's people that follow me on YouTube. They just get a little bit of information. They dab here, dab there. And how I know that is they've reached out to me. They say, hey, man, keep those videos up, because the more you do, the more information I can get. And I know it's with good intention. They're trying to learn the industry, but you're never fully going to learn and grasp all you need to know by just watching these videos. I mean, I'm giving you value. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I do this on a daily basis, but don't be that person that says, hey, I can do it on my own. Let me get a piece here and a piece there. You're never going to be successful that way. How I know too is I did that a few years ago. I mean, a few years ago, probably 5 to 10 years ago, I was kind of dabbing here and dabbing there, read a book and go to this conference and learn from this person. I was just trying to spread myself real thin. You don't need to do that. You need to hone in. And to, like, for instance, myself right now, I spend thousands of dollars to be part of a mastermind. I spend hundreds of dollars on books and educational material. I have mentors in my life. You've got to be intentional about your growth. Don't be the person that says, I can do it all on my own. Okay, that's the first person. The second person goes, I just need a little bit of training, man. A little bit of insight, a little bit of information. I'll follow you on YouTube. I might get, a $19 book from this person, or call that agency and find out what they're doing, kind of put it together and kind of formulate my own training. All that is a setup for disaster. I would encourage you not even do the industry, not even be in the industry at all if that's the approach you're going to give, because it's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for failure, because you're not lining yourself up with someone, whether it be me or someone else, that knows the industry. Because what you don't know, what you don't receive from these videos is the process of how to get from where you are to where you want to be. Now, we're going to get into in just a second. Now, senior living referral business, not the only business to work out of your house. So we'll get to the 3 main areas, how to start that and what you should do to be successful. But I want to talk about the senior living referral business, because that's what I do a lot on these videos, right? We talk about how to establish a 6-figure income, as well as senior living referral business. But don't be the person that can do it all on your own. And secondly, don't be the person that needs just a little bit of training. So if I'm telling you not to be those kind of people, what kind of person should you be? You need to be the person that says, I am convinced, I'm motivated to have a lucrative home business. Educate me, pour into me, give me all what you know. I've had people reach out to me. They're the best people in the world that have reached out to me or in my academy. And the start of the conversation was not even how much is it, what are you going to provide? And they're crucial components. I understand. I'm not saying that you shouldn't ask those questions. on the very first thing we were talking about was they go, man, I need you. I need you to impart to me. I want to know what you know and reverse engineer this thing into my favor. Be that kind of person. Be a person that says, I want to be educated. I want to have a six-figure home business, but I want to do it like you do. So get with somebody. If it's Senior Living Referral Business, contact me. If it's with someone else, contact that person that's really good in that industry. Learn all you can, shadow them, get as much information as you can, buy their material, buy their training course, whatever it is, get truly involved. Okay, now let's get into the three things I was going to tell you how to work from home and make money. Here they come. The first thing you need to do if you're going to truly work from home and make money is you've got to select an industry and be committed to that industry. Now, just like I showed you on Google a few minutes ago, there's a lot of opportunity out there and people get lost. They start scrolling, just like they scroll up and down on Facebook and Instagram. They start doing that for opportunities, whether it be on YouTube channel like you're on right now, or whether it be Google or they're asking friends. They just kind of just searching and contemplating this thing for a couple weeks and this other thing for another couple days. And they got like 4 or 5 things in their mind. Select one thing and do it well and be committed. Now, what I mean by being committed is not saying, hey, I'm going to do it in your mind, but I mean actual put it in practice. This thing, your home business, has got to be more important than your friends. It's got to be more important than Netflix. It's got to be more important than sports, even though we can't watch sports right now, but more important, whatever hobby you have, people in your life, it's got to be that important to you. If it's not deep down in your soul and it's not causing you to stay up at night, receiving ideas and causing you to get up early, to get going about your day, it's not for you. And you will fail. You will not be successful in that industry. Again, I've tried this. I've tried a few things in the past, casually attempted them. You can't go at anything casually. You've got to have your mind made up. This is going to be for you, but select one thing, whatever it is that you're passionate about, you feel like you can be good at, and stick with it. And don't be committed. Don't give up. It means if you get into it 2 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, things aren't going really well, don't necessarily just throw in the towel. Man, find out how you can make it better. Reach out to people. Get a mentor. And I'm not just talking about my industry. I'm talking about any industry. I think people give up on certain things too quickly, and I believe they're right at the door of success, and they give up. And all I had to do is knock on the door. Somebody would have opened it. You've got to be committed, and that's the first step to establish your home business and be successful and make money. You got to select an industry and be committed. Second thing you must do is take immediate action. You've got to immediately start to network and post on social media. Now that flies in the face of people that say, no, hold up now, I got to get my business license. I've got to get a lot of things in line. Now, I'm not saying don't get some of those things, but I think people will just go at starting a home business too much with what I would call paralysis by analysis, man. They just got to analyze every little thing. They got to get their website up and going and tweak it just right and have all their social media handles just in place and their emails and everything else. And what happens is you put so much time and effort into all these little things, you start to lose momentum. You start to lose the drive that you had when you first had this idea. When you first get an idea and you get committed to it, right? You know what industry you want to be involved in. Now you're committed. You need to immediately start networking. You start telling others what you are doing, how you can help them, and maybe ask them questions of how they can help you. Maybe they can partner with you in some ways and begin to put that all out on social media. I talk to my students a lot about this, and some of my students go, well, I need a business social media account, whether it be a business Facebook, business Instagram, and you want to do some of those things, but I'm not opposed, man. Just put it right on my personal account. When I started my business in 2018, that's what I did. I threw it all on my personal account. I told all my friends, family, everybody, this is what I'm doing. What can you do to help? This is who we're helping. We're going to help seniors. We're going to work with seniors for no money, no commitment on their part, and in a sense that they don't have no obligation. And we're going to be able to help them, and we'll get money on the back end. And so I immediately started networking. I started texting people, calling people, putting in the work. But you got to start doing that. It's the second thing you must do. Take immediate action, because if not, you are going to sit back and go, what's next? And then it's going to be that much harder to make a phone call, that much harder to text somebody, that much harder to send an email, or whatever it may be, because you're constantly thinking about what you want to do instead of doing it. It gets to be more about speed. And I'm telling you this from experience. When our business, it went from, in a short period of time, matter of fact, the first 3 months, first 3 months we were in business, we made quite a bit of money. But the first month in business, we had 3 move-ins. Unheard of in this industry that I'm aware of. And it could happen to you, whether it be my industry, that when I'm involved in a senior living referral business or something else. Get involved and get committed and begin to network and begin to put it all out on social media, who you're about, what you want to do, begin posting, bring attention to yourself. If you don't, who will? And that's where a lot of people advertise, because they want to go and get that attention, right? Social media is still free now. Get that attention for you and your business and watch your business start to explode. Okay, the third thing you must do is what I call the 80-10-10 rule in the Senior Referral Academy. It's 80% networking, which I already told you to do, and then 10% is working with communities. That might be a little different component in whatever industry you're involved in, and the other 10% is educational. Now, so you might just lump the first 2 in together and call it the 90-10 rule, but 90% of your time needs to be actually working your business. The other 10%, don't forget about it, is the educational component. Continue to educate yourself. That's going to give you the edge, and that's some of the missing ingredient in some people's businesses is they forget to continue to educate themselves on what's current, what is happening in their area, who's in business against them. And I'm not saying just study your competition to the point you don't do anything else, but that should be part of what you do. But read books, go through an academy or some sort of training. That's that 10%. But the first 90% is work, man. It's relationships with people in your industry. It's networking. It's marketing. It's sales. It's all the rest. You've got to do the hard work. And if you don't do that part of it and you kind of just sit back and allow things to develop on themselves, or you allow the phone to ring by itself, hoping someone calls, it's going to be a long day. You're going to be out of business. You're going to be discouraged. Don't do that. Implement the 90-10 rule in your case. There you have it. If you want to establish your home business and make money, go ahead and do that, man. You need to do those 3 things. And if you do, I guarantee you will start taking strides forward. You'll start taking those steps necessary to be successful in whatever industry you select. You got to believe you can do it and implement those 3 things, and you will be successful. Don't look back. Don't worry about past failures. Don't worry about things that didn't work out before, or what others say about you, or that, oh yeah, you're just a dreamer. Yeah, that's a good thing. Be a dreamer. Be someone of faith. Be someone that believes in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Start today, believe in yourself. Go after it. I encourage you to go for it, whatever it is you want to do, and get in your mind, you're going to be successful, and you will be. God bless.